on fire. What's up? How are we doing tonight? Cleared out all my cedar up here on projects today. It's looking pretty bare. I've got 2 orders to take care of. Let's see if it's big enough. Don't fall on my head, please. I got 2 orders for my Etsy that go on, so I'm gonna go ahead and get those cut and started. So I'm gonna need 10 boards at 2 foot and 4 boards at 16 inches. My little light. What's going on? I got some Etsy orders to crank out, so getting them all cut so I can get them assembled. Anybody ever use these Milwaukee battery powered saws? I've had this one for about 6 months. It's a little off. Oh. What happened there? Bad measuring, I guess. So this one will be 16 because I don't have enough for 24. That's what all these offcuts right here from. Right here. They're all from orders because I'll be left with a piece that long. And I still got to figure out what to do with them. What can I build from these? So I'll be left with this. Goes on my stack. What's going on? I'm using premium pine that you get from Lowe's. Pretty good stuff, I think, for being a softer wood. I didn't take off enough. You try to take a half a blade length off the first cut, or at the end of the board, because the end of the board's always beat up. I got tape on it for some reason. Pencil's nearing the end of its life. Let's see what we get. I feel like crap tonight. There we go. Yeah, right. Oh, I'll scream. You gonna make me scream with a cold. I don't believe it. You do half first, and then I'll do it. How's that sound? I'm making some shelving that I sold on Etsy. They hold toy monster trucks, so it's a little monster truck organizer. A lady ordered 2 of them from me. So, been kind of slow lately with school starting and stuff. So, but I think it's a pickup with holiday season coming up. So, I've got 2 shelves, which means I've got 14 boards to get cut out, and then I can start assembling. It shouldn't take me too long. I hate when they put stickers on the wood like this, because then if you stain the wood and you don't give it a good sand, because I mean it's pretty nice looking wood, premium pine or whatever, but it'll leave a little mark right there. But yeah, I just got 2 orders to get out, so I want to get rid of that side. Always try to get rid of the factory edges because they're all rough compared to a nice clean cut that I just made. So I always try to cut my ends off so I have clean ends and don't accidentally use a factory end. So this gets beat up in transport, I think. What do you guys think I should do with all my, these are the offcuts I have from making one of these shelves. I have all these. I'm keeping them. I cut them into these little squares for laser engraver to make some letters and stuff, but I'm trying to figure out what I can do with all these offcuts. So I have the same size every time I do a shelf. Man, germy little kids bringing home illnesses. Killing me. But work must be done. I spent my whole Saturday ripping out my front door to my house and putting it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm wearing down now. I'm waiting for my Tylenol to kick in. 3-day weekend, so can't complain too much, right? What's everybody up to? Looks like a booger. There we go. Just throw it on the ground because I'm going to sweep later. It's like Roadhouse Grill or whatever in here. You just throw the stuff on the ground like peanut shells. I'm going to sweep it up anyways. Not close enough for my line. There we go. Final board. These boards cost $13 a piece for a 1x4x8. They used to be $7, and they just made their way up to $13 a piece. Killing me. Killing my profits, that's what it's doing. But it's pine. It's not even like it's with a poplar is like 14, almost $15 a board. It's ridiculous. How are you supposed to make affordable shelving and stuff? Alright, so I got to make sure all these are the right size. So, just for one of these shelves, it cost me $25 to make one of these shelves. Killing me. So I need one more 16, and then I'll have a little bit left over from this one, but I'm going to cut it up into a couple pieces here for my next, when I get my next order. You know what's killing me is I pre-made a few organizers up there, stained, like my most popular ones. People are ordering the plain ones. Yeah, I mean, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. I got my one up there that I got some symbols on. When you order the customizable one, monster truck organizer, it comes with a nameplate. It's got flames on it, and you can put whatever you want on it. So most people do like Gabe's Monster Truck Garage or something like that. So yeah, I've been trying to figure out some new stuff to toss up there, but I mean, I've added a lot of stuff recently, and everybody's liking it. I get 1,000 views in a day and a bunch of likes, a bunch of favorites, but nobody buying it yet. You know, they're all waiting, I think, till Christmas. I'm kind of holding off on adding anything new until I get some movement, you know. But I do get my laser engraver sitting over there, so these two will be for my next one. Alright, now I can start putting it together. I used a bunch of my cedar today for trim around my door. I'll post a picture tomorrow. So all that is all freed up. I think I'm going to move my wood from here to over here above the door when you walk in. Just do a platform from one loft to the next loft. And then over here, I'm going to build a pretty cool custom TheSapShop sap woodworking sign. That's going to take up a pretty good amount of this. And then on either side of the sign, I'm going to do my French cleats, which I haven't done yet. Hey, what's going on? All about the scrap pieces. That'd be a good idea. My wife was thinking about doing like Scrabble board stuff with those. Yeah, I was thinking about trying to figure out about maybe making coasters out of them or something. Yeah, I mean, it's that's probably pretty much all I can do. So, but what's going on? Excuse me. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go over here and blow my nose. Don't make you guys watch that. Sawdust ain't helping my runny nose. All better. I didn't have to blow my nose. I'm good. There we go. We got 1 shelf worth of wood, 2 shelves worth of wood. Now I'll go ahead and start building. I can probably do one of these in like 30 minutes, 45 minutes from start to finish. Just the plain ones, like staining the other ones, take more time. That's what I was thinking. So, I like anime a lot. So my idea was, there's a lot of perverts in anime, like Master Roshi, the old guy from Dragon Ball Z, and there's a bunch of other ones. So I was thinking about putting like their faces on them and making a 4-pack and call it the Pervert Pack, and be something funny like that. That's one of my ideas. I haven't made a reality yet. But yeah, I've got a bunch of shell casings and stuff too that I like to shoot. So I've been trying to think about something to do with those as well. So the stuff I think about when I can't sleep because my brain's going a million miles an hour. Are these the right size? Yes, they are. Don't want to make a bunch of holes in this and then be the wrong size. That'd be pretty messed up, right? Nice thing about the plain ones here, they want natural wood. Ooh, almost dropped it. Is put it together and give it a really good sand. It just comes out really nice. But here soon, I want to stop using brad nails to hold these. So I need to. I'm gonna start building them with dowels. That's the right word for them. What are they? Dowel rods. Losing my mind. Where's my stuff at? Oh, here. Yeah, little dowel pens. So I got the jig and all that stuff for them in here. I just haven't done it yet. For one, like I said, it costs $25 to build one of these. So I don't want to build one and screw it up. This weighs $25, but I know this method works. So it's one of those things when I have a little bit of extra money to burn. Instead of buying McDonald's or something stupid like that, I'll just binge on some wood. There you go. My buddy's grandpa does a auto body, and he always claimed that he could sand a car with his hands because they're so rough. And he would sit there and rub his hand on the side of the car and stuff with Bondo. Funny. There's also that guy on, I don't know if he's still even doing it on TikTok, that's putting dog medicine or something on his hands and then like rubbing 2x4s. Real weirdo. Putting dog medicine in my hand, day number 246, till I get super calluses. People do weird crap for a little bit of fame. Look at me! I'm doing stuff! Look at me! Instead of getting a skill or something where people be like, oh, I like to watch it because he's, doing this stuff. Nope, I'm gonna watch this guy put dog medicine or whatever on his hands and then rub a 2x4, not get splinters. Kill me. Anybody got anything planned for this holiday weekend? I know football started today. I'm in Ohio, so everybody's watching the Buckeye game. I'm not a huge sports fan, so I didn't watch it. I just did stuff in my house all day. Sports just make me mad, so I just don't watch them. Why be mad at something that means nothing to you, really, But there's some people out there that die hard stats, like, oh, did you see what this guy did? Like, no, I don't know what that guy did. I don't know who you're talking about. My boss is like that, so he's like, oh yeah, and I'm like, no, I don't know who that was, dude. You have no idea. Ah, shot out the bottom. Jesus, like a knot or something right there. That makes me mad. Look at this. Gonna make me mad. Look at that. I can fix it. It's fixable. Just infuriating. That's what it is. And you hold this thing straight, and for some reason it might hit like a knot or some sap or whatever. Oh my god, it did it again. Now I'm getting mad. I'm not mad. Alright, well, you know what it was. When I used I used a 2-inch instead of an 1 3/4. I think that's what does it. I checked it and I was wrong. I had the wrong nails in here. When I use these ones, I don't get this. So now I gotta sand that and make it beautiful. What's up? How's it going? Some guy said he need me $500 to scream and he just left. What a liar. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm in my shed in the back of my property. I get to scream and nobody to hear me. Scream all you want, no one can hear you. Alright, pretty good now. So now this is where, if the nail shoots out the side, I get mad because I gotta do the shelves and then just way more pain in my butt. True. Unfortunately, with this stuff, I kind of do it to order. So like, because if not, whenever I stock on wood, it seems like I buy wood and then it might get twisted or something. Excuse me, my nose is running. I gotta. So I usually buy exactly what I need. I have to sterilize this before I ship it out. It's gonna get sprayed with Lysol for sure. Gonna get a charge for sending biological warfare or whatever in the post office. I got the flu from a shelf from Etsy. That'd be the news right there. This is the one I cut too short, so it's all right. Let's do one here. There we go. Nice. Easy. I don't want it like crazy tight, but I don't want it loose at all either. Yeah, I gotta start getting into like local shops and shows and stuff. There's a candle shop opening in my town. I'm in a small town. There's like 2,300 people in my town. 2,600 people. Less than 3,000, I'm pretty sure. People in my town. But it's open a candle shop, so I was gonna wait for them to open up full, and then I was gonna go see if they want to make a deal on either buying my candles or letting me put some candles in there for like a little bit of money back to them. So, and there's a place not too far from here that opened up that has like it's kind of like a flea market kind of deal, but there's booths and people have handcrafted stuff and stuff like that. What is going on with this word? So I gotta figure that stuff out, see what I can do more local too. I try to post it on Facebook, but it doesn't feel like people really like buying that kind of stuff on Facebook. They're all looking for deals. I'm always worried one of these nails are gonna go out the side of the board and into my hand. That always worries me. My dad was fixing a bar stool one time, and went right through the joint of his thumb. Just watch that man scream. Ah. I was painting a door white. See, in a construction company, I was painting the door white, and he comes up, cuts a piece of drywall, just slices his thumb, grabs his thumb, shoots blood all the way up this door I just painted. There's like 3 or 4 coats before I could cover that stuff up. It just kept coming through. Made me so mad. I was like 15. Looking back, it's funny, but back then it wasn't funny. It was gross. But now that I'm older and I do some of this stuff for myself, I have gotten myself pretty good and bled on everything. There we go. I was at a shop the other day, replumbing some airlines, and I got myself with a Sawzall. It was like a few weeks, but I got a big old scar right there. I'm pretty sure it went through my thumb right there, because it was not stop bleeding. That was a few months ago. I like making these because they're the same every time. So by making them, it's just like muscle memory almost. They're simple shells, but I just think they're the simpleness is what makes them awesome. So I did this side right. Boop. One shelf. I gotta sand, finish it, put some hardware on the back of it, and box up, and it's good to go. So there's one shelf down. What's my time? You have my time at me? Who's time at me? Swear it'd be a NASCAR. So quick. Yeah. So I went to school for construction. They didn't have shop class. I never got to do shop class. That was like 2 years before I went through. They took it away. So they had me shop. But I went through vocational school for my junior and senior year of high school for building trades. And the year before I graduated, not the year before, the class before me, they had a regular old table saw, and this dude ran his thumb right up it. I mean, like right in the middle. So when I came in, we had a stop saw, which was super nice because my instructor, he accidentally hit a nail and it just dropped that blade in 2 seconds. So if it would have been a finger, it wouldn't cut it off. But yeah, no, it's for the first, when I was a junior, for the first what was it? First like 3 months, it seemed like. First chunk, it was all hand saws. It was all hand banging, everything. Everything they were teaching us. We used chisels, hand saws, and hammers, and that was like it. And then we started using power tools and stuff. And finally, we were running equipment and stuff, which was hilarious. They had a little backhoe in the back that we practiced on and stuff. So it was fun stuff. But we were the troublemaking class. We got into a lot of trouble. We put my instructor's Toyota on cinder blocks once. Just like picked it up. Like 12 of us picked this dude's truck up and put it on blocks. And that's the first time I ever heard a teacher cuss. You better get out of here. Get my truck off this. Oh, he was so mad. So mad. Fun stuff. We would be in trouble. And they make us carry 30-pound cinder blocks. We'd be 30 in, 30 out. So it was like 40 yards back and forth, walking with cinder blocks. If you didn't know, this is where you put your glue, your extra glue, on the front of your workbench. Structural integrity. Don't worry, I'm gonna sanitize this before I send it out. Before I finish it, I'm gonna get some Lysol in here and spray it. I will not send this to somebody coughed on. There you go. Right? Yeah, yeah. It was clean fun. Didn't mean no harm. But it was pretty funny. I got into a lot of trouble. That's alright. It's all part of the fun. I wish I would have paid more attention. Be better at woodworking. we build houses and stuff like that too, and for like Habitat for Humanity, we'd build them in our shop. The shop was huge. We could have a 1,600 square foot home. We could do it all. We could do it. We could build a full 1,600 square foot home, like single story, in our shop. Not the roof, of course. And then label all the panels and sheet them. And then we'd send it out and go put it up. Oh, thank you. I'm trying. I'll post the picture tomorrow. I'm pretty proud of my front door. I've put a lot of front doors in and stuff like that. But I had a bunch of cedar in here, and I really want to make it like not a grand entrance, but my house is like, no matter what I do, I think the curb appeal of my house sucks. It's just a plain flat front end. And my wife is very against putting a big old front porch and roof over that for lighting purposes or whatever. So, but I did this new front door, and then I trimmed the whole area out with cedar, and I think it came out really good. There's a few things I want to do to it to finish it up, some trim stuff, but it turned out pretty good. I'm trying to get better. For you guys, so I can teach you, and for me, because it's fun. Alright. Gotta make sure these stickers on the outside so I can sand them. Kobe. Oh. I don't know if you're probably wrong to say that now, right? Nice, and that's what you want right there. Not so tight that's gonna make anything bow, but just like perfect fit to where I can pick this up and it's not gonna fall out. That's a good idea with those scraps. It is pine, so it's not treated, but I mean, if I painted it, I painted them because like they're like this big. So, boop, boop. Let's see here. Take one of these. You know what? We could do a very simple. Come on, work with me here. I'm trying to. We got this. Alright, I'm gonna put this one like this one like this, and then I could just, I've got metal or something, you know, just cut a hole in the front of this, and then I could figure out little 45 or something. Yeah, I do something with it. That's a good idea. Probably sell. There's this old guy that comes to like the local shows and stuff, and he doesn't make me mad. I don't get mad, but I do get a little annoyed because he will like come up with like a log he split in half, and he drills a hole through it, puts some string on it, and poof. And people buy that crap. They buy so much of it, and I can't bring myself to be like, you know what, I'm gonna copy him. I don't want to copy him, but he'll sell out. This old roughneck dude looks like he probably lives in a camper in the woods. And nothing wrong with that, but this dude, every time he comes to the local fair here, he just sits there and sells out. This looks like he just pulls everything out of a brush pile, puts it together, and people buy it up. Oh, look how rustic this is. This is so nice. So they know they can build it, and they're from their brush pile. Stop on the side of the road and pick up some branches or something somewhere. There we go. But I don't like that kind of woodworking. I like a little bit more refined kind of stuff, I feel like. I could do it, it's just probably, it wouldn't make me happy to do it, you know what I mean? That's what it's about. It's about my happiness, because I'm selfish. But why would I do this if it didn't make me happy, you know? Why would you do anything that doesn't make you happy? That's why I'm working hard out here, so I can do this for a living. Ooh, might be a little too tight. Nope. Alright. Don't want to force it. Too tight, actually. Let's make it my other one. It's kind of boned out just a little bit. Not enough to do any damage, but enough for a very small little blade length, like part of a blade. Just a little bit. It's a tiny bit. Make the difference. Exactly. If you build what everybody else is building just for money, then good luck. You're not gonna be able to sustain that. You're not gonna be able to sustain it one little bit. There we go. You're gonna get bored unless you're very money motivated. But I feel like woodworking is kind of a passion project. You gotta wake up in the middle of the night with like, oh man, this is what I'm gonna build. I'm gonna build this right here. You have to come up with ideas. If you're not excited to build something, you're not gonna keep it up. It's just like working out. Everybody wants to get into shape. Nobody likes the process. people that have passion, that like actually enjoy the process, that's who stays in shape. You know, you gotta enjoy the grind, whether it's woodworking, working out, whatever you do. You know, you gotta enjoy the. Oh, this is one I cut barely too short. All right, I'll use it somewhere. Just wasting materials. There we go. But doing the things you want to aren't always easy. If it was easier, we'd be doing this stuff. There we go, right there. Ooh, move. There we go. And yeah, I do think it's allergies that are kicking my butt. Yeah, that's a good idea. Just build the things I want and see if they sell. I've got a few things in here like that, where I built them because I wanted to. I've got a few of them. I guess it comes down to, there's a few bigger projects I want to build. So right now I'm trying to keep my plate kind of clean. There we go. Alright, there's number 2. So now I just need to sand these bad boys and disinfect them. And not lacquer. Hold on, grab it. Use some tried and true to put my finish on them. Let them sit overnight and dry. And they'll be set for tomorrow for me to package them up. And probably have to wait till Tuesday to ship them out. I don't think the post office is open tomorrow or Monday. I don't have work. I will have a new video up tomorrow. So that's exciting. I've been working on one. It's just taking me a little bit to get it done with everything going on. So thank you. Yeah, for simple shelves, I think they look pretty sharp. Right in my mouth. Right in my mouth. Oh, that went right in my mouth. That was gross. I like to soften the edges on these because it is children. I feel like they feel a little sharp, so I have to round them off. Just just hit them once. You gotta be conscious of who's been using this. Then the corners. I pick the corners off too. Alright, now I just look at it, decide which one's gonna be the front, which one's gonna be the back. My workbench here is bowed, so I'm able to pivot it right here from where it's not perfect, which is nice. So there's one shelf. And what I'm gonna use for the hardware is like 14 bucks for this kit on Amazon. I think I got a link somewhere. Then I just use these little guys. These little. But I'll put that on tomorrow after the stuff dries. I would love to do a live class. I was actually looking at some classes like local for me to go to for stuff I haven't done, like higher, like joining and stuff like that. Just to keep, get my skills upgraded without just me trying stuff. What's going on? Making some shelves while finishing them up. These guys up. Overall things are so nice. They say this is miserable. Looking good. Do this side, do that side. Alright, now I'm gonna do this side. We'll be all set. Do some of this finish on here. That's my favorite part, is the finish. So I do the top here. Boom. Got it all sanded. I'll wipe it down real good. I use a paper towel. Works out pretty good. Now sanding this off of here. My blowers. No, my blowers right here. Ooh. Got my little blower right here. Always gotta be paying attention. Thank you. Little Arnold Palmer make me feel better. I use tried and true. It is linseed oil and beeswax. It's smells pretty good. It's food and skin contact safe. So it's I think it's really good for, especially if kids are gonna be touching this, and they don't have any toxic stuff. Just like the stain I use, besides the black, unfortunately, everything's water based. So kid chews on it, it's not gonna hurt them, kind of thing. You know, that's what I've been going for. But yeah, this is my go-to stuff. It doesn't alter the wood crazy, but when it dries, it's super nice. So let's bring you in close. You got any projects going on? This is. I drip it all over my hand. It's all right. So this brings the grain out pretty good. And this is pretty much how it will look right here. This look right here. This is what it will stay looking like. Right there. It's very simple. It looks good with stain and stuff too. Like $50 for this pint, or yeah, 1 quart. I was getting the squeeze bottles that were like $9 a piece, but they were only 8 fluid ounces, and I'd run out of them so quick. Let's give a little bit of protection to it. Can't go wrong with this stuff. I feel like varnish and stuff like that, it's just so harsh. They got their place for certain things, but for something simple like this, nah. I appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate you being engaged with me. It's definitely nice. It's definitely nice to be talking, and usually I'm just talking to myself. Just talking to myself like a crazy person. That's none of your business. So I usually have music going if I'm not making a video or streaming or whatever. I just have music blaring on my speaker there, and I'm on the back of my property where nobody can really hear me, so I can have it as loud as I want. At least the cops haven't come. That's the thing. At least the cops haven't come. This stuff here, you kind of want to make sure you wipe away all the excess, or so it won't dry fast. It won't really mess up anything. It'll just take a lot longer for it to dry. Third hobby? Oh yeah, I'm right there with you. I've kind of actually narrowed down my hobbies to just this, because I don't know. I don't have time for anything else. So like I'll probably go play video games once I'm done here. I got the hiccups. I'll probably go play video games when I'm done here just to relax. So that's how I hang out with my buddies right there. I used to go golfing, but everybody's so busy. So it's video games. That's how I hang out with the boys. What's your other two hobbies? And I used to golf a little bit. I'm terrible at golf too. Like not good at all. I just like blasting balls into the woods. And drinking, but I can't really drink anymore because of my heart medicine I'm on. So I just blast balls into the woods while everybody else drinks. Yeah, this is my favorite part. This looks so nice and satisfying. I guess there's a woodworker down the street from me. Oh, nice, yeah. I I like ride my motorcycle too, and there's nothing wrong with collecting vinyls. My brother just started collecting some vinyls as well. He's getting all nostalgic and stuff. He's been on the hunt for a few, like David Bowie and stuff like that. I collected a bunch of random stuff. Like I like old toys. I like collecting old toys, so I have some like late, well, like late '80s, early '90s Ninja Turtles and stuff like that are worth money. There we go. All right, there's one down. One more. And we'll have Etsy order ready to dry and ship out as soon as the mail's running. There we go. I usually use microfiber towels, but I don't have any. I gotta buy some more. So I'm using a paper towel for this one here. It's working all right. Maybe I need to cut up some old t-shirts or something. I don't know how old t-shirts would do with this stuff. I won't really absorb it too great. Allergies and sawdust killing me. Yeah, it doesn't take me, if these plain ones don't take me long at all to build. This is I started like a year ago making these. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I started making these like a year ago, like around this time last year, maybe the year before. I can't remember. No, I think it was last year I was doing these. I started making these, and I sold like 70 of them. And I've just gotten pretty quick at building them. I've gotten pretty quick at building them. So now if I had to stain this, I would cut it, sand it each piece, and then stain them and toss them over there to dry. And like usually if I have one that needs stained, if it's on the weekend, I will come in the workshop. Usually I'm not in the workshop during the day. But I'll come in the workshop during the day, get it cut and sanded and stained, so I can come back out in the workshop later and put everything together. Just so I'm not just so it's not taking days to build one shelf. But we'll see. I'm gonna have to probably come up with a good, efficient way to do all of this come holiday season. Last year, I didn't get like crazy busy, but I had at least an order a week from like November all the way through January. Yeah, see, this starts peeling apart on me. That sucks. I need some towels of some kind. But I had some pretty good, amount of orders. So, it's actually I heat this workshop up and take all my water-based stain inside and stuff. But this winter, something on my stain. No, in my finish. This winter, I have an idea to be able to keep my my water-based stain out here to keep it warm. I don't want to run my diesel heater all the time. For one, that just wouldn't be efficient, and two, it just sounds like a lot. So I usually take my batteries and stuff inside, but I'm gonna go ahead. I've got a solar panel. I got a couple solar panels up here in my loft. Thank you. Yeah. But I got a couple solar panels in my loft. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook them up. I got a couple batteries. I'm gonna hook it all up and probably put it up there somewhere. And what you need is a dump station. So if you have too much power and if your solar panels are if your solar batteries are completely full, they need a dump station so they can just burn off the energy. So there's these what are they called? Capacitors or whatever. They're like that big. This little. So what I was gonna do is I was gonna build a box that has the capacitors inside there, and they make heat. They get pretty warm, not crazy, but they get pretty warm. So I was hoping to make a box, put those capacitors in there, and I hope that's the right word. And then I was going to put them in there and see if it kept it just warm enough so my stain doesn't freeze. It's like completely an experiment. I have no idea if it's gonna work, but I thought it'd be cool because I'm gonna go ahead and put an awning on my the front of this workshop before winter hits. So because I don't want to put any solar panels on this roof because I don't want to poke holes in my metal roof. So I'm gonna put an awning on it, and I can poke as many holes as I want in that, and toss some solar panels on there, and kind of see what happens. So it'd just be cool to have some kind of solar, maybe hook up some lights that run off of solar, lights or something. I don't know what, but I think the dub station might be a good idea. I don't know how warm they're gonna stay, but that's why it's an experiment. We'll see what happens. I'll probably put like a cup of water or something in the box when it's really cold out and see what happens before I just like try it out with stain. But I want to get some solar lights in here. I'll tell you what I saw the other day, which is freaking cool, was it's a power station that you put your Milwaukee batteries into for like trailers and stuff, and you can run lights and power them off of your Milwaukee or your DeWalt batteries. I was like, I might do that out here, you know, too, just to have them. And then I was gonna build a gazebo probably next year out in my yard. I was like, that's perfect. Put one of those out there. They're like 120 bucks, 150 bucks. Put one of those out there and you have lights without having to run any power to it. You're freaking cool. No, I'm just rambling now. Exactly. So that's what I was thinking. And I want to store enough power. So I've got like golf cart batteries. So because they're used to being drained all the way down and charged back up. So I don't have to buy like a $400 battery. I can buy 4 or 5 $70 batteries and have more power. Oh yeah, investment in the shop. Yeah, it's always good to invest in something that is gonna give back. So I was thinking instead of there's flies in it, you just want to die, don't you? Why do flies come near us? It's like we kill them, like just instant death. You know why? Because they're stupid. It's just coming over and laying on my shoulder. Do I stink? My neighbor's got a big old one of those like 3-post antenna towers that goes above his 2-story house. I might go see if he'll let me buy that, cut that sucker down, put it next to the shop so I can put solar panels on that going up, and then a turbine on the top of it, and then run all the stuff back in here. I was thinking about that too, or maybe trying to find one on Marketplace. That's another idea. But I'd like to get enough solar panel power because my diesel heater runs off of like car battery because they're meant for vans and RVs and stuff. So I was thinking I could probably run my heat solely off of solar power, diesel of course, but not have to have it plugged in and pulling any power from my already kind of strained power out here. So that's all the stuff I want to try to accomplish before winter hits. But it's coming pretty quick, so we'll see. At least before it gets cold. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, no, but got a little dribble. Got a little dribble down here. Make sure it's all wiped off. It's not gonna dry. There we go. Alrighty. Well, I've got 2 2 finished shelves. All I gotta do is wait for this stuff to dry, and then tomorrow put the hardware on it, grab one of my boxes down from the loft, package it up, slap a label on there, and boop, it's ready to go. Being so efficient tonight. Look, been on here for just an hour, and I got 2 shelves built, making money. So I'm gonna put these guys probably over here out of harm's way. So I don't get crazy and hit them with anything. But now that I gotta finish on them, I can't really make too much sawdust, and I feel like doo-doo. So I think I'm gonna call it a night, guys. I appreciate everybody tuning in, watching what I do here in the shop. I'll have a new video up tomorrow. I got a short that I'm gonna make. I'm gonna show you my front door I did, because woodworking is not just building cool stuff, it's also being able to use those skills around the house. I love building stuff, especially around my house. It makes my house look nicer and stuff like that. Instead of paying somebody a ton of money to do it for me, I do it. But nice talking to you guys. Have a good night.